Welcome to the Data Exchange from Consensus, New York. We are joined by FX Thoorens, CEO of ARK. Now, ARK is about blockchain interoperability, right?
Yes.
It brings blockchains together. How does that work?
Oh yeah, hi Andrew, thanks for having me here. With ARK we try to tackle the issues of bringing blockchain together, and basically we make some trade-offs about how to do that. If you take Ethereum, for instance, Ethereum try to run smart contracts on the same blockchain. So each use case is basically run on the same blockchain, with a smart contract. With ARK, we do this thing very differently, in the sense that we just decided that each use case will have its own blockchain. So you have several blockchains instead of several smart contracts. And then after, each ARK chain basically are connected all together using Smart Bridge and ACES protocol to be able to exchange basically transactions between chains. That's basically the main idea. Yes.
So it just crosses chains, simple as that. Does it work like atomic swaps, or is it much more in-depth kind of bridging?
Actually, right now, ACES and Smart Bridge is not atomic swap. It's more like a centralized services. So basically, you have a server with a node of one chain and a node of the other chain. And basically, this server is publishing basically the rules where you can interpret the blockchain. So you can use like basically an exchange. So you can say the rule: send me X token from this blockchain, and I will send you Y tokens on these blockchains. But you can be a bit more smarter. You can say, okay, send me this token, X token of this blockchain with some metadata, with some rules. And then after, I will use this metadata to construct a use case specific transaction, like calling smart contracts, on the other blockchain. So it's not exactly exchange, but basically so far it's centralized way of communicating. So why we do centralized is basically we are trying to do also trade-off. Right now, atomic swap is difficult to handle. You have heard about as well Lightning Network. It's still difficult to handle. You may lose your funds and everything, so it's still in development. We try to make it as simple. As soon as atomic swap is stable, or Ethereum is working on charting, Polkadot is working on their own technology for having a better decentralized way of communicating between blockchains. As soon as this is really stable, we will obviously integrate all this technology into ARK. But what we really want is all the trade-off for you, so you can use right now the blockchain technology with your own business.
So it's as simple as just create your own blockchain?
Yes. So basically what it means to creating your own blockchain. So you have the hidden part, all the peer-to-peer layers, being able to have your nodes, cryptography and everything. But on top of it, obviously, we have a stack of tools. You have integration with Ledger, so hardware Ledger. So as soon as you use our technology, it's integrated with a Ledger app. You have a mobile wallet, you have a desktop wallet, and you have an API. You have we have lots of library in different languages, so you can integrate in your own system as well. The most straightforward way.
Wow.
So this is the whole stack we are providing. It's not only just blockchain.
So you can just create your own blockchain, create your own token, and have it instantly, right from the start.
Yes.
Integrated with the full range of services needed to really make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fairly incredible.
Yeah, it's the thing that's funny because sometimes when we present it, people don't realize that it's working now. It's not like on a paper or presentation. You just go on ARK, and already some other people have launched their own blockchain. For instance, Persona. We have Kepu. We have Key, which is here. We have a booth here. A few already are using ARK. Even some people we don't know. We have even a new project that have migrated out from ERC20 token and migrated all their users from ERC20 token smart contract, so basically Ethereum smart contract, to ARK as well to launch that. So, yeah.
Is this the start of a interconnected, interoperable ecosystem of sorts?
Yeah, we are building our blocks, our stack on our site. Obviously, there are several projects around here now trying to make interoperability. So you have, of course, Ethereum with sharding and everything, Polkadot, launched by a former Ethereum parity founder. There is also like Cosmos, Blockstream, quite a few on the space, and we try to address, I think, differently. The way some like sharding Ethereum, they want to be really pure decentralization. Like no trade-off on it, and we are on the other part. We do the trade-off, usable now, and then after if something really interesting happening, we will move. Another example is that, for instance, we were waiting for the official launch of Schnorr signature on Bitcoin, because we're using also Bitcoin cryptography. So basically, all the Bitcoin cryptography are compatible with ARK. So as soon as the Schnorr signature are officially in production, it will be rather soon available on ARK as well. So bridging all the mature technology inside the one stack for you.
Wow. So when you do eventually get multiple interoperability systems, for example, Cosmos and ARK, could you theoretically have multiple interoperable systems?
Yeah.
Bit of an inception of blockchains here.
Actually, this is what we have thought before. To be honest, for instance, AC, as I mentioned before, is already compatible with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you install AC's smart bridge right now, you can just connect ARK with Ethereum and with Bitcoin. So what it means is that, for instance, you send this transaction to this AC's node, basically, the ARK transaction with a payload according to the specification of this server, of this service. And in return, this service will create for you an Ethereum transaction calling a smart contract on Ethereum with basically what you have put on the payload of the ARK transaction. So it's already done already. We have this interoperability with other blockchain. But to be able to do that right now, we are doing the trade-off for centralizing right now the connection. Because this is the only way to do that now.
You're saying in the long run the goal is decentralization, or is centralization open up new use cases that would not be available in a decentralized system?
Yeah, decentralization is it will never be perfect. Of course, we had like a proof of work, decentralizing with proof of work, and then we realized that miners are centralizing power, so we think somehow that only a few actors are taking over Bitcoin. But suddenly, once there have been this fork about Bitcoin Cash and everything, we realized that even if miners wanted one option, in the end it didn't work out, so maybe they are not that much important. Miners are not much important actors in decentralization, so it's not as simple as we think. And this is the same for ARK. For instance, we have another consensus. Consensus is called DPoS. So DPoS is delegate proof of stake. So if you take proof of stake, your stake is giving power to basically more chance basically to create a block. Delegated proof of stake is basically making a weakened assumption on decentralization. so we decided to limit the decentralization to 51 actors, not more, but not less, 51 actors. And the way it works is kind of lightweight, so it's easy to launch your own blockchain. You don't have to make some kind of miners and power on some machine to be able to launch your blockchain, because it's very lightweight. And as soon as the community is pouring in your project, I mean, they will start to vote for different delegates, and the project, if it works, I mean, if there is a community of users, will start to decentralize.
Yeah. I guess you could say that given the rise of mining pools, even typical Bitcoin mining is delegate proof of work.
Yeah, exactly. So there is no mining pools, but there is some staking pool. Like right now, Coinbase now is launching stacking services. So basically, they've launched first with Tezos. Tezos is another. It's not exactly DPoS, but it's similar to DPoS. It's called Liquid POS, let's say, where you can stack. So basically, you get some stack of tokens, and you vote for miner, it's a miner or delegate. And the delegate will start to create blocks and get reward. And the optimum way for delegate to stay voted needs to share the part of the reward back to the voters. So when you vote for somebody, even if you don't create blocks, you share some reward. So you are stacking and you get some, it's yielding some income. So you have even some listing, trying to assess the best technology for the best stacking technology. And ARK is quite in a good position. Actually, there is a statistic where the ARK is a blockchain with the biggest percentage of people voting for delegates stacking. It's like over 70% of people stacking to vote for delegates for security of the network.
That's an incredibly high vote count by any standards of any governance protocol, right? 70%.
Yeah, 70% is quite a lot. It means that the committee is really involved and really keen, on
and
security.
really well paid.
And actually, it's part of the reward. Why people are willing to participate to the security of the network, because it pays. In Bitcoin, why they are mining? Because they get reward. Why is there mining pool? Because they get a share of the reward when the block is set. It's a bit equivalent for proof of stake, where basically people are stacking together and get a share of the reward.
Was that the initially envisioned governance protocol right from the start, or did it evolve over time?
Oh yeah, it has evolved. The comprehension of this obviously evolved. Obviously, the way I say it is a bit perfect, but nothing is perfect. You have always some drawbacks we need to work out. For instance, in DPoS, the classic stuff, the classic issues is cartel. Maybe some people know EOS, and now people are blaming EOS for cartels because people basically are doing what we call vote swap. You vote for me, I vote for you, and then after I solidifying my position as a delegate, I don't need anybody else for securing. So DPoS has been played with vote swap, and actually we have corrected this vote swap. We don't have vote swap in ARK because we decided to change the protocol to have one vote per account instead of one vote of several votes per account. So you can't vote swap. You just vote for one. That's it.
Okay. I guess it does make sense to lean into the issues of vote buying and treat it as a feature to be used rather than a bug to be stomped out.
Yeah, okay, so vote buying is interesting because Vitalik Buterin, maybe one year ago, has written an article on his blog, saying that, DPoS doesn't work because basically it's buying votes. It's not buying votes. For me, it's not buying votes. It's sharing the reward. Buying votes would be, I have some money, I give money here to get a position. Here, you just promise to the people giving you a permission to share part of what you earn as being in this position, which is not exactly as the same thing as buying a position.
In your experience, do the delegates who promise the highest rewards tend to have the most votes?
Yes. So basically, right now we are seeing on the network like 80-90% of the reward being shared back to the voters. Depends on the people, because obviously delegates cannot share 100%, because otherwise he doesn't have a living for that. So obviously they need to keep a part of it, and depending on the price of ARK, we had the bear market rather recently, so it was difficult for delegates at some point. We had a strong discussion with the delegate community, saying, we promised something back where it was a bull market, and now it's done, and we have to review how we handle this, and it's kind of difficult. So, the community is building up. It's very nice and interesting to see how it comes, and we will see in the next years what's the result of that. Yeah.
I can imagine. I guess if you have to change things when the market changes, it's an interesting and ongoing challenge, right?
Yeah, it's market price is another parameter that make lots of input in the way the community behave, and we could see that rather effectively. Yes.
I guess uptick lately has changed things a little bit for the better.
Yeah. Now the market is better, so everything is better, obviously.
That's why things work in crypto.
That's the way it works in crypto, exactly.
So what's the next step for ARK?
Okay, so right now at Consensus we have an announcement. I talked a bit earlier about the stack and everything. So we are launching officially a product called ARK Deployer, and it's the first iteration for a graphical interface to be able to launch your own blockchain using ARK technology. This product will be available on 28th of May, so in a few weeks from now. And basically it's an iteration. So basically we have this stack. You will be able to configure it graphically, choose your block time, choose your cryptography, the way you handle the consensus, number of servers, all these kind of things. How what's your ticker, many things in the same. And then after with the launch of this product, we will add up in the future several services, like for instance being able to easily migrate from ERC20 token to ARK. So we will make this process rather simple, to be able to snapshot your smart contract, ask your users to be able to link their former accounts, former wallet in the ERC20 token to ARK, to build your Genesis block and launch it, for instance, to add another a tool to be able to list you automatically, because obviously right now to list your token is kind of a difficult part, because the listing process is not easy for new tokens. And then after, obviously we have some usage equivalent to smart contract. So we don't have smart contract, but we have modules, and we have some kind of classes you need to instantiate with your own usage, and what we call general transaction interface. And this will be added as well in this deployer to be able to configure your own interface. So just I want to pick NFT token to this system. So you will just select NFT like general transaction interface, and you will have NFT token in your blockchain, and so on. So that's basically what we see. And stay tuned, 28th of May. Go on our website, ark.io/deployer, and you will have all the documentation, all the videos. You have the presentation of Matthew and Justin on stage from consensus, explaining everything. And please give us feedback and try it for us. It will be a really an amazing product, and we are eager to hear you about it.
Point click blockchain.
Point click blockchain. Thanks. Yeah.